Greetings, fellow Whovians. Whovian Queen here. Hope you'll have a good week so far. Well, our look at the 11th Doctor era now continues on with A Good Man Goes to War. So, let's take a look at it. But first, let's take a look at a prequel first. On May 20th, 2011, immediately following the broadcast of The Almost People, the BBC released a prequel to A Good Man Goes to War. The prequel had Dorium talking to two headless monks. He gives them a brain of a Judoon, which contains a security protocol the monks need. Dorium tells them he knows what they are up to, as he had heard rumors around the area. He asks them, "All this to imprison one child? Oh, I know what you're up to. I hear everything in this place. I even hear rumors about whose child you've taken. Are you mad? You know the stories about the doctor, the things the man has done. God help us if you make him angry." Yeah. So now let's take a look at the actual plot. So let's take a look at the plot of the actual episode. The 11th Doctor and Rory have discovered Amy, Rory's wife and the Doctor's companion, has been abducted from them and her place taken by an avatar made from the flesh, a semi-sentient shape-shifting material. The Doctor tracks Amy's location to an asteroid base called Demon's Run, and he and Rory gather several of his allies to attack. Rory tries to convince River Song to help, but she insists that she cannot since this battle is where the Doctor will learn of her true identity. At Demon's Run, Amy has been held by Madame Kovorian and has taken her infant daughter, Melody Pond. Amy befriends human soldier Lorna Bucket, who had met the Doctor before as a child on her home planet. Lorna gives her good luck token Melody's name, written in the language of the Gamma Force, on it. Aided by additional Solarian and Judoon forces, the Doctor and his allies, which owe him debts, secure the base, find Amy, and reclaim Melody from Kovorian. The Doctor celebrates his victory, but Madame Vastra informs him that Kovorian had been scanning Melody and found traces of Time Lord DNA. She asks if Melody could have been conceived while Amy and Rory were inflated through the vortex in the TARDIS. The Doctor realizes this is what happened. Well, Lorna arrives too late to warn the group about Kovorian's trap. The TARDIS is blocked by a force field, and her army of headless monks attack, killing many Silurians, fatally wounding Strax and Lorna, beheading Dorium before they can end the battle. Kovorian contacts the Doctor, elated to have been able to fool him twice, and reveals she will use Melody as a weapon against him. She sends a signal to cause Melody, made of flesh, to disintegrate in Amy's arms, with a real Melody in her possession. River Song arrives and the Doctor berates her for not helping. River shows the Doctor Lorna's token for Amy, and the Doctor sets off in the TARDIS excitedly, telling River to return the survivors of the battle home. Amy demands River explain what the Doctor saw. She shows them Lorna's given Melody's name on it, and it's the TARDIS translation Circus Engage. River explains that Lorna's people in the Gamma Forest have no word for a pond. The only water in the forest is the river. The words come out to be River Song. River reveals she's Amy and Rory's daughter, Melody. Bum, bum, bum. So let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. The Cybermen that appear in the episode are intended to be from Mondas, rather than the parallel Earth seen in the Rise of Cybermen in the Age of Steel. Rory wears the armor of a Roman centurion, as first seen in the Pandorica Opens in the Big Bang. The family of Thin One referred to the Doctor sending the Atraxi away from a planet before calling them back for a scolding, an incident which took place in the 11th hour. The only water in the forest is the river. The phrase River uses to explain why the people of Gamma Forest translate pond to river was first said to Rory by Idris and the Doctor's wife. And the 7th series open our Asylum of the Daleks, it is revealed that Amy's experiences on Demon's Run rendered her infertile. Aww. So now let's take a look at the production of this episode, beginning with the writing. A Good Man Goes to War is the 7th episode of Series 6, and also the 777th episode of Doctor Who. But there are no 7 puns, as the production team did not realize this until after shooting. The episode's idea stemmed from lead writer and executive producer Stephen Moffat wondering if the Doctor, who was typically a pacifist, could be provoked enough to assemble an army. The Headless Monks are first mentioned in The Time of Angels, added to the episode's script to help explain the monastic look of the Delirium Archive the Doctor and Amy were visiting. Similar troops, also known as clerics, appeared in The Time of Angels in Flesh and Stone. Moffat stated he'd seen many armies in the future, and Doctor Who were of religious origin. The possibility of the English word doctor originating from the Doctor was a notion made by Moffat on Usenet in 1995. Moffat had planned the revelation about River Song for a long time. When creating Amy, he chose Pond for her last name to create a link. Moffat intended for the answer to be as complicated as the question. Moffat informed actor Alex Kingston of the secrets of her character at the end of the previous series, and she was not allowed to tell anyone. The actors Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, and Arthur Darvill were unaware of the identity of her character. River's identity was kept in top secrecy. The script read at the read-through had a false ending, and only a select few were issued the real script. The episode sees the return of several minor characters. Dorian previously appeared in The Pandora Opens, while Henry and Toby Avery from The Curse of the Black Spot, and the Spitfire pilot Danny Boy from Victory of the Daleks made cameos. Moffat said he planned writing in a cameo for John Barrowman to reprise his role as Jack Harkness, but Barrowman was busy filming Torchwood Miracle Day and was unavailable. Originally, the episode contained a scene with Ood Sigma, previously seen in Planet of the Ood, The Waters of Mars, and The End of Time, but it was cut from the final episode. Russell T Davies is still listed in the credits for creating the Ood. And now finally on to filming and effects. A Good Man Goes to War began shooting in mid-January 2011. The various sets seen at the beginning of the episode were challenging for the production team. A Cardiff alleyway was dressed to look like a Victorian street for a brief introduction scene with Vastra, while a hotel bar in Cardiff was used for Dorian's nightclub. Damon's room was filmed in a military base and hangar in Cardiff. Steam was added to give the set to give it a more spaceship-like feel. The army of clerics were made large of visual effects. The set used for the chamber Amy was kept in was the same use as the Oval Office in The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon. Baby Melody Pond was played by twins, a common practice used in filming so that one twin can rest while the other is on set. The twins were 3 months old. Gill and Darvill were both nervous about holding the infants, but they felt it added to their acting. Gill said the episode showed a different side of Amy and thought female viewers would sympathize with her. The Headless Monks were played by stuntmen, so the actors were free to improvise on their choreography when fighting them. For the scene in which the hoods of the Headless Monks are pulled back, a shoulder piece was created for actors who were shorter than the ones who normally portray the monks. Dan Starkey, who plays the Centauran Commander Strax, previously played Centaurans in the Centauran Stratagem in the Poison Sky and The End of Time. Nev McIntosh, who played the Silurian warrior Vastra, previously played the sisters Alea and Restek in The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood. Both Starkey and McIntosh underwent extensive makeup and prosthetics for their characters. Excuse me. So overall, as the mid-season finale, it's pretty darn good, and it's just... I really do love this episode, so yeah. So overall, I give A Good Man Goes to War 5 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Alright, tune in next week as we take a look at Let's Kill Hitler. Well, I hope you enjoyed that review, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it around, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified about when I upload videos. And if you want to help support this channel, then be sure to check out my Patreon page. Link, as always, is in the description below. Anyway, until next time, this is Sylvian Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run! Of reverse polarity of the neutron flow. Would you look at Chili, baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.